So welcome back guys to another video. In this video we'll be discussing about 10 November 2025. Okay, sorry. So what you're saying here is a weekly gap. Sorry, weekly chart. You can see that we are inside of a monthly fair value gap. We have weekly fair value gap up there. We just tap yesterday into it. Okay. Rather than that, we tap into this monthly fair value gap. I think. And for this week, I have annotated this premium week and premium week and this discount week. The reason I'm saying it is a discount week because the price is above that price levels, right? So that's the reason I'm taking that week. And again, we have that and next annotation that weekly fair value gap. Uh, what result here? 25 consequent approachment and 75 level. Okay, fine. And this video has a specialty. Okay, so this is my YouTube 100 video. Okay, so I have posted almost 100 videos on YouTube. It's kind of achievement for me. Okay, so that doesn't mean I have taken 100 trades. Okay, there's something that what do you say? Yeah, you can say it's kind of achievement or something like that. Okay, so I'm not interested in that kind of. So now we will go to a daily chart. Instead, you tap into that weekly fair value gap. Yeah, you can see. And you can see that we have a daily fair value gap up there. I'm not sure it will come here and go here like that, or it will go here, come like this, and go like that. Two possibilities that I'm expecting is like it will do like this, or just to do like this. Okay. Yeah, if it is doing like this, it has to make this daily fair value gap plus an inverse. Okay. Okay, so going to smaller time frames, you can see that price levels are being respected here. Okay. Yesterday we opened a little bit lower. This is not a huge gap. That's the reason I didn't fill any done any opening gap. Okay, so like this, though you can see this opening gap is like this, right? So it has some uh, yeah, it has some gap. Now going to an hourly chart, you want to see the 4 hour. Okay, you will see the 4 hour. So yesterday we opened up a little bit lower. Came there was a 4 hour fair value gap up there. Came to that good rejection. You can see that this area of price action is been respecting. Okay, that failed to reach the top. I mean, like 0.25 level of that opening gap. Next candle closed above that fair value gap. Next candle came again up here and went okay. So we'll go to hourly chart. What do we have here? We have this hourly fair order book up there. And also see that how price suspecting over the quarters that it hasn't even closed below the consequent constant of that coca daily no daily gaps or no week no gap. Okay, so you can see that price went now we have lower low higher high, so that's an order block, right? So that's a hourly order block, right? So fine. Okay, can set that as a London high on pre-New York. We came to take out that London high, right? So we just mark hourly order block. Okay, so fine. There was one more thing in 15 minutes. That's the reason I didn't mark this one. Also. It went to this fair value gap, fine, everything is fine. That order block, if you can extend it again, that's really, really nice. Okay. Find a 15-minute chart. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Okay. The single candidate that we got one, two, three, that's it. That's what I was doing. Where was that hourly shit? I think I didn't turn on the visibility, right? Sorry. Okay, now taking this single order block and extending it to the right. And considering that as an order block, okay, so when price, I started to watch the market around 6:30, 6 o'clock, something like that, okay. And 7 o'clock, I started to watch again. So I was watching from 7 o'clock. You can see this particular high was taken, right? Come to that hourly order block and created a low failed to reach the 15-minute. Right, you can see if you. No, that didn't touch. That's perfection. That's called perfection. Okay, so that's perfection. Okay, so might be in your chart, it might have gone because there are small fluctuations in everybody's charts. Okay, so no problem in that. So now we went a little bit up higher. You see, that high was taken in GBP, but not in euro. And euro was creating a bullish bias, but if euro did something like this, it is kind of not good. Okay, yeah, there is some more things that I forgot to mention mark in this one because yeah, I will tell you. You will see, no problem. Let us mention mark this 15-minute fair value gap. Yeah, now we have everything. Fine. We will go to a smaller time frame and we will check. Okay, you can, if you need, you can take the screenshot of this level. Okay, now we will go to 5 minutes. Yeah, now while I was here, like I was fucking doing something here. Okay, there's something there. Now you can see that this particular high, that is 720 high, you will see here. Okay, just have a look at that. High is last two digits 78. Okay, 878. 879. That fucking means that high was taken. Okay, that means that shitty high was taken. How does that become then? An odd fine. And you have a small little 5 minute FG here, and you have a breaker up there, right? I entered somewhere here, okay. For short, we'll show you in a second. Entered somewhere around that breaker, placing my stop just above. Ah, wait. It's in live market, you can see that green shit dot there. We'll go into that in a minute. Now, but it is not that good, okay, because we have this 15 minute up there. Everything is not, well, it has to be done because it created that assembly with respect to what dollar index and euro, right? So it has to. Now we're going to a 1 minute chart and we will see. Fine. Okay, shit. Yeah. Now in genetic studies, there are mistakes that I have did. Everything is good. Again. And again, there is things that I wanted to take it. So that low. If this is a high, that's the recent low, right? So it has to be high. Went up to take out that liquidity and return back. Okay. And you have that breaker here. So this will become the breaker, right? So I forgot, right? So this is the breaker. Breaker and that two candles can be considered as an order book. Okay, no problem. I didn't take an entry direct on the order book. It went to that fair value gap and that inverse fair value gap. And you can see the aggressive down movement there, right? This is a 5 minute, okay. The color change because just it is on top of that pink color. That's the reason. Don't worry. Now that everything is perfect, right? You have that overblock went to there. Fuck. If you see some kind of shitty liquidity like this week, should wait for this fucking shit to be taken out, okay? If you haven't seen a candle like that going through it, then it is not a fucking fair liquidity sweep, okay? That was my yesterday's loss. And I entered. You can also see if I extend it. Price went again to that breaker and to that little fair value gap up there and closed to on the next candle only it took and placed my stop just above the midpoint of this balance price range, something like that. There, okay. Directly went. Now the shitty thing that I want to mention here is when I was watching this fair value gap, and this inverse one, precisely this inverse severity effect. I'm taking a precise one. You can also take this one. No problem. Okay. So this is being respecting all around here, and you can also see that price action in this very careful. Okay. So it went through it. Now we have a liquidity shift. Every damn mass motherfucker. Oh, sorry, that's I don't. Sorry, I didn't say that. I take it back. Okay. Retail traders will go along. This is what they wanted. Okay. Now you have a immediate rebalance. This becomes a prior balance price range. Structure shift to the downside. Where does it go? Well, to go to some random points, right? So that's what I precisely set up. So I was taking this one perfectly to the midpoint, right? So you can take an entry here, just place the stop above that fair value because you don't want that guy PPR to be filled full. It is filling, upper part is fitting, that's fine. But I don't want that BPR to be filled in. That's your first entry from there. My variable will be a target. Just shift up there. This has to be the target. Okay. The reason is simple. You have that 15-minute outflow, and you have a go to low. This is a shift, what is a manipulation move to the upside. Okay. That's your entry perfectly from there. 8:30 didn't open. Next candle only 8:30 open. No problem because we are already above the midnight. Okay, sorry, no problem. So that could be your entry. That could be your stop. 55 pips. If you have then uh, 3 3 R is fine. If you can exit from there, that's it. You are taking till there. That's 6 R. Only 3 R till somewhere around here. That is fine. Perfectly fine. And now and drop down a little bit. Where the next point? Well, this randomly coming and going. Right? So extending this breaker again. That was random, right? So every price point that I look at it have something to do in the future. Okay, so if let's say I ended things like this, how much would you think that? I don't know. Okay, there was one 5 minute also formed up there. You can see that 5 minute. Okay. Again, there was one more 5 minute up there. So you can do a sell. I mean, like the pyramid or sell like this. Every time, I don't know why only this happens to me. Okay. There was another thing also. Okay, wait a bit. You will see. Like, pyramiding there. Where you will put your stop loss. There was a small 5 minute up there, and this is 2 5 or trailing that stop loss to the just above of the fair value gap, 5 minute fair value gap. Entering there, you can also put your 5 minutes above this like that. Entering in the next candle. Okay, around 5 pip stop loss. We are that's perfect 3R. You are now currently at 3 plus 3 6R if you have a 3 star rating. Okay, I mean not 3 star rating. No, why every time this is only happening to me, guys? So I ended up on here. You can see in the chart, right? So Yeah. And that's there. Why, man? Why every time this like this? No problem. Let it be. Why, that's your pyramid entry. That's your main entry. Just don't want this trend line liquidity are waiting for you. Okay. Okay, now going to small, so can consider that little Ferrarica for this one is also fine, no problem. Not a single problem, okay. So perfectly aligning with that this 5 minute, no problem. So I'm just making that again for you. You can take any screenshot or something like that if you need. Maybe you can take any screenshot. Okay, now it is perfect. Okay, so that I uh, this right, yeah, fine, right? So sorry, I didn't put like that. First entry, pyramid entry, and there was also a SMT here. That's not gonna consider. Just marked at that time. Okay, no problem. We went through it, disrespecting this 50-minute fair value gap. Came back again to that 50-minute fair value gap. Where does it go? Again, you have a high, higher, high, lower, low. Extending that. That's again a breaker. Where does the fucking price is going? Where does that price is gonna go? You think all the shit on my chart is random? If you ever think like that, okay, drove into an order block that took things and came back down, right? So again, you have this little fucking fair value gap up there, and you have that buy sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency there. Right? So you can see how the price is being reacted there. Right? Let's say you didn't get an entry from there here. You can enter on this fair value gap, this break, putting your stop around somewhere here. So you can also see price went all the way to this 0.2 level of that, not that down weekly week, but I told you about one weekly week right there, right? So that one. If you didn't see, go back to the video. I'm not gonna show. Okay, so I have explained everything that beginning of the video. Okay, so no problem. So that down candle can be considered as an order block. Then we have a higher high, lower low. So you can consider as a low, higher high, lower low. So this two candle becomes a bullish or sorry bearish order block, and this can becomes a bearish breaker. Fine. Respecting that one after going to the 0.25 level of that week. Let's say if I am taking that shit there, maximum I will put my stops around this area. 2 pips. Yeah, somewhere like this. Around 3 hours is fine for me. Now going continuing our journey. So the reason I didn't take this was because I already lost these two entries because this really made me what do you say discomfortable. Okay, I was not comfortable take this entry and this hour. So I don't know guys because every time God is using me as an example. Okay? The fucking thing is happening only in my second phase. First phase you can see, if you want to see the video, you can see that it was perfect. Everything was perfectly going. Second phase, I'm really hard. Okay, going. Here have that suspension block there. Okay, and have that inverse price came back in just to the midpoint of the 15-minute fair value gap. Then broke down. Now, here comes the star. This was my fucking target, okay? This was my fucking target. Can see that was not taken. This is something that I really wanted to get. So my bias was also somewhat bullish if that came and take that. So like I was really happy when it doesn't take out that target. Now many people will consider this order book right there, right? Came to that order book. You can also consider that as an order book because you have a low, higher, right? So when people will consider that as an order book, so hey, it came to an order book, right? So you could go more higher. That's where the logic is. I say to retailers, think like what the market has been doing till now. Okay, let's say market came all the way till here without taking that. Do you think that trading with all the shit money are dumbass? Huh? No, and it should go all the way up higher to and there was one more shit, okay. That daily VIB there. Do you think that they made the price all the way to come down here but not taking this small shit? Huh? You are mistaken, my bro. You are really mistaken. That is nothing. That is never gonna happen. So, any dumbass who is trailing their stop loss, now their stop loss could be here, right? So we have a structure shift to the downside. That's the fucking shit. So now I want you to think in reverse manner. Okay, so you came to that order block area. You have a short term high here. You have a low. You have a higher high. You have that suspension box here. Price came to this fair value gap, not to the suspension box. Let's say they might enter on this fair value gap and placing their stops up there, targeting for at least this area, right? So at least I need 1 2 hour, right? So let's say they enter from here, yeah, 2 pips, and at least I will aim for this area, right? Because at least 2 point something hour they will get. That's where the fucking retail logic comes out. I mean, I see the retail logic, so I will also say that I see the retail logic will also say. Because that's not the thing to happen. Because which fool will not take out that low? That low up there. No, I waited. Now, when I see things like this, I waited. So, what do you think? It went to some random place. Because I won't consider this as an, what's say, as a suspension block or anything. You also don't have to consider this one, okay? Because this is bad price action. Because in others also, this is a forex.com chart. I don't see that shit here, okay? Then see that was not here, right? Like here, nothing was there, right? So that's the reason I just, yeah, I'm going back again to our main content. But yeah, but I want to consider this one as a suspension block, okay? Do you think that this is random? I'm again saying nothing in my chart happens for nothing. Okay, simply again went to some random point, taken out a big buy side liquidity. Now I have a good entry going. Okay, so I was watching how price is reacting to each of the candle. Yeah, you have a fair value gap of the invest that were there. On the next candle, and it was able to close down this black candles. Okay, so no problem. They have a big there, no problem. Again, is where the market has to go and currently where the market is. That's the two things that you need to consider. Okay. Again, when the market went up a little bit, that fair value gap, and see that and there was on 5 minute also there, right? So I forgot to tell you. In the 5 minute, next candle starts here, went to that suspension box. Next 5 minute again closed, closed around here right now. Again, this candle is the 10 candle, and there is one more thing that I forgot to tell you. Okay, so this time. This is a macro time. Okay, macro MACR macro time. This that is from 9:50 to 10:50. That's the macro. Okay, so there is a small macro time that I said to mention. So when did that fair value gap? Fine. But I entered somewhere here because it purely closed down that fair value gap. I entered by it going back there, somewhere around here. Put my stop loss just at around 75% of this fair value gap. Okay, upper side. Targeted for that relative below. Now this next shit. Bro, how I don't want to tell. Okay, we will go step by step. Okay. And fine, next candle also came to that fair value gap closed down below. This candle also came failed to reach that fair value gap. Closed down. Okay, now created a fair value gap up there. Went through it. Okay, no problem. Okay, these are random fair value gap. Sorry. There was no entries here. No, it went all the way to where? Look closely. Okay. Look closely. This motherfucking shit. What is that? Look, the dotted dot when I put my cursor there. My target was there. Okay. This motherfucking shit went all the way coming. Bro, how? Why da? Why this much tension? That was on 5 minutes that formed up there. I will show you no problem. That's the only reason I didn't exit. Where was that? Yeah, this one. Came till here, right? So this fair value gap, so this 5 minute fair value gap was still there. Okay. This one. 10:20 between and 10:20 30. This was still there. That's the only reason I just waited again. Now and finally we got our target. You think you can always fucking kill me like that? I am not. Now we'll show you. I'll show you. I forgot to take the after screenshot. So again, this is on a. You can see that green shit out there. So that's a live market. Entering there. I where was my stop? Somewhere around there, right? So okay. Targeting for that suspension block. Okay, fine. Now we will take the after screenshot. Okay. Oh, sorry. Which candidate I took? After that, I took on this green candle. Okay. No problem. The screen candle I really took. Okay. Uh, yeah, stop loss just below somewhere like that. Target was perfect. Target. Okay, fine. Now we will take that screenshot. That this is how I used to put my journal. Okay, so I used to take that. So now we have 10 figure 2.2, right? So that's the final. Now that's again. Now I told you my initial bias was bullish. Okay, now we came to that 16-minute order block, taking a buy side, the sell side. So perfect, right? So perfect. Now I want you to not three fair value gaps. Okay, fair value gap. This fair value gap. I don't want this shit there. This particular fair value gap, and I think this was yeah. There was one fair value gap here, right? I talked about 10:30, 10 p.m. This one. Yeah, and that is coincided, no problem there. There is one more thing I saw yesterday. After this target hit, I didn't watch the market again. Okay, I was done for the day. I lost and I gained. I mean, like, okay, we up and over. So, where is my shit? Yeah, where is the buy, bro? I sell here and I bought it from here, right? So, this was my first stop loss, $44. Yeah, it should be somewhere here, okay, but I'm not seeing it. Maybe it is some technical issue. But if I can show you the history of there is 10. Yeah, there's two trades, I think 136. The losing trade, where is that shit? Yeah, this one, 44. That one and this one, you can check the date 10, 10, okay. Okay, no problem. Now, I will off this one. Now I want to consider this fair value gap because this has significance. Okay, this has significance. This is a manipulated fair value gap, manipulated for people who go up higher, right? So closed above that, came back to fill that gap, right? So what is that shit? Now, now I want you to. We are looking for long. I am not considering that high. I'm just considering this side. That was, yeah, these two highs, or in 1 minute I will show you the one. I can also consider this small less volume balance plus this order for hopping. And you have this 15-minute fair value gap up there. That one right there. That got invest up here. You have this small till 15 minute. Okay, no problem. So I don't want that one. Okay, so this is a high. You have a high, lower low, higher high. You can also consider that as a breaker, right? So this one right there, you can consider that as a breaker. In 1 minute chart, I will extend. Okay, no problem. Okay, in 1 minute chart, the thing is that I told is this relative highs. Okay, can just consider this as a relative highs and target the till there. What yeah, you can also consider. Yeah, this was the breaker that I told you. Have a high, lower low. Again, we have a high, lower low, higher. So you can see that how price is respecting. Yeah, and this suspension work was also an important thing. Okay, so This inverse suspension book that duty was to go make the price go lower. It has been respected somewhere around here again. And see here price went get through a little bit, but no problem. So now there was this 5 minute fair value gap price that I told you. This one, this one, not that one. Wait, I will show you. Yeah, this one. There was this one somewhere around here. Okay, you can see how price is reacting on this area. Okay, so what's the time again? 11:50 to 12:50. That's again a main cross. Okay, so no problem. High low. That low was taken inside of that suspension board, and you can see that structure shift to the upside. Perfect. That's really good. Next candle went to where? The suspension block and that small little ferrari gap up there. That could be your entry. That could be your entry. That could be you have a suspension block and you have a ferrari gap up there. You can see the next candle you have a high or low. I'm considering this as a high just because of the previous candle. That can also be considered as a small order block. You can enter on this ferrari gap. I would, if I was trading, I would have surely entered there and my stop here or let it be 3 pips. Okay. No need. If it is gonna go down, it should surely go up. And you can target either for 3 hour. Okay, that's your choice. I won't say you can get perfect 3 hour, but just to high and these three becomes a relatively equal highs. You can target for that. Perfectly. And target even for that high also. But don't be greedy. Put it at 3 hour. Okay. In 3 hour you have something. Yeah, you have this thing right. Can also wait that at that time. Okay. So again, there is one more thing that I remember to tell you. Now again, I told you about that 5 minute farewell gap that you need to keep in mind. And here at around 12:15, I think we invest that at this candle. That is this black candle. I think the next 50 minute farewell gap. 50 minute candle starts right, so it came to that 50 minute farewell gap. And that 5 minute up there. Okay, so when you see something like this, that 5 minute has been respected here, right? So the wicks do the damage, body tells the story. Bodies are staying inside the upper quarter. I mean the high of the upper quadrant of that consequent encroachment, right? So you can enter the partials from there. Okay. If you need you can put oh, shit. Partials there. You can do it for the high itself. That's a 2 hour. Yeah, perfect 2 hour, right? So you can also do that. The reason I will take the entry is because this black candle went through it and was able to close above or the at the consequent encroachment of that uh 55 minute rate. And you can also see that how the price overtook this shifting balance. Okay, this rapid movement. You can see all the liquidity is being traded. I really had a only And really, I was sad only because of this trade. Okay, so I don't know, guys. Patient. You need to wait. Okay, you need to wait. That's the thing that I'm also facing. Okay, just make it simple. Wait patiently for that. You can also see that here you have that breaker. I told you about that 5 minute breaker, right? So if you are listening, I think you would know that 5 minute breaker was there. I become How I know that it was a 5 minute breaker because I have a small tablet near me. I was always watching 5 minute here. Okay. I used to watch 1 minute on my this chart and 5 minute on my secondary screen. Okay. I mean that tablet. Okay. And see how perfectly the you can consider that as a breaker, or you can consider that as a breaker. No, I'm considering that high. I mean like wick calls, including the wick calls. Okay. You can see how the perfection of that shit, right? That is not random. Okay. That's nothing in the chart is sometimes it might be random. Okay, I think that's all for the video, guys. If you need, you can take a screenshot of this. Often it will make it somewhat clear. Okay. If you need, you can take that. You can consider that as a macro time. And wait. Yeah, right there. 11:50. 12:15. Okay, fine. Good. You can take a screenshot if you need. If you need, okay, I'm not. Okay, I think that's all for the video, guys. If you like something, like if you got some knowledge about what I have been telling you, that's really great for me. Okay, so I think that's all for the video. Okay, now we will delete every sheets that we have drawn till here. Okay, so I don't need anything for the next day. Yeah, actually, it was a good day. Okay, really good day. You know how you take the price action, how the price is responding to each sheets. Okay. Now I think everything is included. That is just it is now on this daily chart. I was just going to mark some more things because we have a huge wick like this trade, which can be helpful for today's trading day. Okay, mark this, that, and that's what premium discount week of daily. Fine, that's really fine. Let's say where was that? Yeah, okay, that's all for the video, guys. I think that's all we need for today. I think we have that week, we have that fair value cap up there. Yeah, let's say that's a good one. I just forgot to tell you one thing. Let's say just deleting this for a second. Okay, that daily premium while going lower, right? I forgot to tell you where this that price stopped. Random, right? Price stopped at a random position here. Then it went higher, right? Okay, that's I want to show you because I think I forgot to tell you. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I think that's all for the video. Okay, I don't want to spend more time. Oh, it's almost 40. Sorry for the time taking too much time. Have a good day. Have a great day. Enjoy your day. Okay?